Okay, welcome guys to another, I think our second to last class in our boot camp. So this is our second to last class. We learned about concept generation. So we went through a very thorough journey. I'll call it a thorough journey. Went from the theoretical aspect of logo design. From there, we went for sketching, sketching ideas, or just maybe sketching, digitizing with Illustrator. Went about executing logos with different patterns using golden ratio and all of that. So if you've not seen that video, you can go and see it. Very, very important. Very, very important for you to see it. Right. So today I want to teach you how to generate concept. I'll just allow you to do your thing, right? Even in the last group work, you just did your thing. I didn't give you any brief. I didn't tell you that the brand is like this, the brand is like this for you to generate something out of it. So I want to do something spontaneous. If you want to test your ability, try doing something spontaneous, right? That's when you test your ability. So I told you last time that I like to do things spontaneously so that you can see the process. So don't look like magic. So on a normal day, just have a brief first and everything and teach you with that brief that I already have. Maybe I've already designed everything. But I'm not going to do that. I want you guys to see the process live and direct, right? So we have a good brief. You can use it. You can use this site to generate brief for yourself. Just generate brief and do anything. So I'm just going to generate a brief, a logo design. So right, it says, so it's just a micro machine engineering. No. Let me do something that is more of an app. Let me just do a random something. Let me do a random something. So we have a company. This is random. It's completely random. So we offer a selection of construction chronos with security. Okay, this is a construction company. This is a construction company. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is a construction company. So let's try something on this. Let me try the most. I'm not trying. This is not sweet to do, right? It's not sweet. It's just a random company, right? So this is a random company. So this is the approach. So how do we generate ideas? Everything is blank. How do we generate ideas from the scratch? So ideas don't come from like nowhere, right? That's why we'll be telling people, go and see the theoretical videos on branding. Go and see them. The other person think they will not need them. You are going to need them. So something's already coming to my mind. So can somebody remind me, because we're going to work together, can somebody remind me? I said something about if the brand name is long, what do we do? Can somebody remind me? Someone that has been in class, remind me so that you know that there's nothing abstract here. We are drawing ideas from what we know. So somebody should remind me straight and direct.
We can use word mark, acronyms. Yes.
Okay.
Picking from the fonts of the names or
yeah. So we can use acronyms. You see. So as simple as that, you already have one idea. So it means you'll be having something like UOW, right? UOW. It's a construction company, right? Construction company. So we can use a word mark, right? Because most construction company, we can start generating ideas. So let's see how most construction. The next thing is that you want to compare. Let's see construction. What's the biggest construction company we have? Number one. Let's start with Nigeria that we know. Julius Berger. Okay. Berger, right? So you look at, this is how you generate ideas. So first of all, look at competitors. Look at the big ones. Don't look at the small ones. So Julius Berger, this is their logo, right? Is it fine? So there's something you have to note. Construction company depends on the company, right? You have to know the need for the logo. Construction company, they want to always have their signature on their site, right? So imagine if we are using this entire thing, we are using Up Home Works. Will it be very visible to use as a signature? This is very visible, right? Looking at it
No,
and
sir.
looking at Julius Berger's B. Are you seeing Julius
No,
Berger's
sir.
B? Julius Berger's B is very bold. You can just put it on it, stamp it on their site, and you know it's Julius Berger, right? So to begin to compare them with their competitors, right? You can start from the highest competitors. I know this might not be their direct but let's look at construction, right? You can look at other, I think a condo. If you don't know, there are some words that you might not know the meaning. Research properly, right? So it's like this detachable flats, right? Different kinds of flats, different units of flats. So it's still a construction company. It's still a construction company, right? So you can check well flats only. So it's still like private resident, how to say that, it can be a flat. So it's like a construction company. So we'll go in that direction. So if you still want more, so Julius Berger is already setting your eyes towards a particular direction, right? Setting our eyes to a particular direction. It means we need a very strong mark that can just be there. Thank God we are using an abbreviation. We're using that's more of we're using letters, right? It's more of like a word mark. We call it a combination. No, it's not a combination mark. It's more like a word mark, right? It's more of like a word mark. Or sometimes you call it a letter mark, right? So we could do something about it. So let's just get to Illustrator. You could still search, apart from Julius Berger, who do we have again? You could still check for that one. So you want to be rich, you want your expression to be rich. Mind you, this is like the fastest way. In fact, sometimes you can go deeper. You could do this for days and days, to get to weeks and weeks, you get to, in fact, even a month and 2 months for you to really research well. But I'm just trying to break down the process for you. So check out that competitors. Who is another who can be their competition? Which other company can be their competition? So somebody speaking.
Bendel Constructing Company.
What?
Bendel Constructing Company too.
Spell it.
Bendel.
Okay, Bendel. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this not only for South?
You didn't. You were not specific about geographic. You just said another.
Okay, I said like Nigeria. Some that can compete like in Nigeria.
Yeah, Bendel works in Nigeria too. Right here in Ibadan is prominent.
Okay, so make sure you don't just pick marks. You have to look at the ones that are really right. You have to look for the ones that are really standing. You can see that this we could barely see a logo, right? So it means it's not a good match. It's not a good match. So let's go what we have. But if you have enough time, you can go for other ones, right? And we want to start sketching. I can make a simple sketch using my Illustrator. So the first thing, what do? You have to, first of all, you research, right? After you're done researching, then you start sketching. But we already have a direction we want to go. We have a direction. We want to use a word mark. So we have different stages, right? I've outlined it. So the first thing, you have to research. The second thing is that you go for your logo type. After your research, you look at their competitors, look at what works best for that line or for that industry, what works best. So you have to look at it well, look at the biggest names there, then you can follow suit. That's the safe way, follow suit. Sometimes you can tweak things here and there, but it's safer for you to follow suit if you are not very advanced in logo design, right? So the other thing, the next thing is that you choose your logo type. So we already chose that we're going to use a letter mark, right? So we're going to use the abbreviation of the abbreviation of up home works, right? Up home works. Up home. Okay, so that's it. So the second thing you want to do is read the third thing we have here. What's the third thing we have here? This is very important. In fact, this is one of EKD's secrets. I want to tell you people today. One of EKD's secrets. What does he read?
Virtual pawns.
Visual ponds.
Yes. So, is there any literature student here? What does pawn mean? Someone should tell me so that we use that as our foundation. Leave the visual pawn because you might not see that terminology. These are my terminologies. But check for
Okay.
PUNS. Check for PUNS.
Literally,
PUNS.
points mean when you convey one thing in different in different ways, or you do one thing in
Is it
different
pawn you are
ways.
telling me? Is it PUN you are telling me? Is it PUN?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Read it again.
Like according to literature, it's a literary device to convey multiple meanings.
Okay, multiple meanings. I like that. I like that. So it means
Yes.
your logo is a visual, right? It's a visual. It's not like you are saying something. So we want this logo to have different meanings. That's what it just means. Maybe they are looking at the logo, they are saying UOH, and they are also seeing another meaning. Sometimes you can have like 3 meanings to that logo, right? 3 meanings, 3 meanings, 3 meanings. Let me show you quickly. This is how I do my logos. This is how I do my logos. I make sure like all my logos have this. All my logos. I make sure like it's just a few percent of my logo that might not have a meaning. Some persons will tell you that your logo does not need to have a meaning, and that's still true. But for your logo to have weight, logos that have meaning, they are not when people look at them, they are not that interesting. But it is interesting to look at logos that there are more benefits, like to your logo having a deeper meaning. There are more benefits, and that is what you can use that to stand yourself out. So this is a logo for a company. This logo was done in 2020 or 2019. So or thereabout. This is a logo that was done 2019. So looking at the logo, what do you see? So what do you see? Fast, someone should also talk. We're like trying to.
I'm seeing a cursor.
Okay, the full form is a cursor, right? From the cursor.
Yes,
So
sir.
are cursors or related to tech?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's one thing. Then looking at the mark, you can see 3
See,
letters
see.
there. There's a D,
I can see.
there's
Yeah, I
a
can see a
C,
letter.
and there's a C, right? So that
Yes.
makes it visual interesting. So these are visual pawns. So you might not see this. You might not see the term like that. That's why I say if you can check another YouTube video, you might not see the term as that. It's something that is scarce. You might not even see it. So but I'm breaking it down so I can teach you guys. You guys understand, right? So there are a lot of my logos like that. A lot of them. And it just makes it unique. You will not tell me that you've seen any logo like this. I'm not even sure you've seen a tech community logo like this. I'm not even sure, right? So you have to. All my logos. If you look at this is for a tech guide too, right? This is for a tech guide too. So my logo has different meanings. So there's a circuit here. If you can see the circuit, you see it here, and there's an arrow. The guy's name is Tech Regan. So there's an arrow here, then there's this tech circuit here. The mark is simple, the mark is unique, right? So most of my logos, you see it. My Instagram is not logged into the system. I would have showed you my Instagram, but if you go and check my Instagram, you see a lot of these kinds of logos. For your logo to be very unique, right, and interesting to interact with, it will give you an edge, right? It will give you an edge over other designers. There are a lot of processes. I'm just trying to break it down. So how do you generate visual pawns like for your logo? How do you do that? How do you really do that? How do you do that? It's very difficult. I will not tell you that it's easy. It's difficult. So other people might finish their logo very quickly. There's this one I wanted to show you, but I'm not sure. There's this one I want to show you. Okay, I think I found it. Right, I think I found it. So I'll show you all this so that you can be. So how many of you can see this again? How many of you can see this again? Can you see it?
I can see, sir. I can
Yeah.
see, sir.
So we have very, very bold mark, but it's very, very, it's also very unique and it has a lot of meaning too. So first of all, you can see me playing with the letters. There's J, there's E there. If you can look at it very well, there's J and there's E. And
There's J.
there's E. And
There's J.
I hope I see this.
I think like a shield.
there's also there's an
A
empire
crown.
there.
Yeah, a crown's kind of.
There's a crown. There's also a crown, and it signifies royalty, right? You can see it's royalty. There's a crown, and also there's also an empire there. I mean, if I've watched those ancient empires, you see those kind of their walls, right? Have you seen those their walls, right?
Yeah.
So the logo is
more like an house sigil.
Yes. So this logo, right? It entails a lot. So don't tell me the client cannot throw away this logo. When I finished my presentation, I did it. This logo was done, I think, about 2020, right? So when I finished my presentation, there's no way you can refuse my logo. It's like almost impossible, because when I finish explaining all this to you, you know that logo has weight. In fact, the person can barely change this logo, because for another person to really think and beat it, another person can beat it to quite well, but it will take the person some time, right? You take the person some time to really beat it, because I'm not the only logo designer, and I'm not even the best, right? There are a lot of people that know how to. It's just what makes me unique. I try to give it depth, right? I try to give the logo the meaning depth, so that you don't just throw away your logo like that. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. These are visual puns, right? These are visual puns. And for you to be able to get this, you have to research. You have to really, really research. Really, really research. So what we did just now is even a joke. Sometimes you use like 1 week to research, 2 weeks, you have not started anything, you're still researching, right? You're still researching. So if you've not done, just imagine you don't even have the theoretical knowledge of branding. Forget it. There's no way something will come out for you. So this is how you do it. It's very simple. So looking at is a construction company, right? So when it comes to construction company, you'll be thinking there are two things. Are you guys listening? This is the most important part. If you don't get this part, forget it. Forget it.
Yes,
don't get this part. Your mind will be at your mind needs to be in two places, right? Or on two things, right? Number one is that your mind will be on these letters, because number one, we're using a letter mark. I can type it, UOH. So your mind is going to be on this letter, right? Your mind will be on this letter, and your mind will be on what are the things related to construction. This is a construction company. Just be giving me things related to construction. Just be giving me. So as you are giving me, let's start by you giving me things related to construction, right? Just be calling it randomly.
A tractor.
A safety boot.
Okay.
A ladder.
Number one, we have to look at. I'm coming. So let's look at if they have any, because some companies they have what they call it. They have values and those kind of things. So let's look at. I'm checking if they have any values. So say their target is parents, right? Parents. So I think it works. And they say we want to convey. I'm reading the brief we brought out earlier. We want to convey a sense of security, right? So there's something there I'm saying, one of their values, security, right? So when you are thinking, when you know their value, you think within their values, their core values, right? While at the same time being agreeable, right? They want to be a bit welcoming, and they want a sense of security, right? Safety, right? So around those words, just be calling. You can call more than one. Just call different words, right? Call different words. So let's start. Somebody said safety boots. Just call
reflective jacket.
Helmet.
Helmet. What again? Nobody's mentioning house.
Hammer.
Hammer. What again? Hammer. So it's been M. What again? I'll give you clues.
And gloves.
What again? Gloves.
Gloves, yes.
What again? Just be mentioning random things. We have to do this very fast. Very, very, very fast on this.
Scaffolding.
Scaffold. I hope I got this spelling wrong. Scaffolds. Okay. What again? Just mention them.
Vehicle.
What kind of vehicle? Somebody said tractor.
Tractor is about, there's a vehicle for mobility.
Okay. So the next thing you want to do now, everybody look at this mark. Mute yourself. Look at this mark very closely. Look at this mark very closely. And I want to pick out the important. There are some things here that is not going to carry weight, like it's not that significant, right? So thinking about these things, thinking about security, right? So we have one that cover the security. So security, some words for security can be lock, right? There has to be lock or a padlock, right? Anything, fingerprints, anything you can think of, right? So we can put this here, key, right? We can also put this here since it's their core value key. So now everybody begin to look now, because this is very practical. Begin to look at this. Look at this UOH. Look at this UOH. Where can we insert what? Look at this UOH. If you're sketching, you're going to sketch it. Where can we insert what? If you have something in your head, just say it, even if it looks like it's not making sense. Say it. Look at these words we've mentioned. Where can we insert what? Look at the letters closely. Where can you insert what?
Sir, from you, the
Yeah.
O, you can
Yes.
insert a key in the O.
Okay. Okay. So somebody say a key in the O, right? So what another thing to look at is that our priority is construction, right? That's our priority. So our priority is construction, right? Construction. So you could add the key, but it has to be subtle. It has to be subtle. So let's start with the construction items, right? So you have to look at your priority. Look at your priority. So this is a construction company, construct houses. So look at it deeply. Everybody's quiet. This is practical. This is more of practical. Look at it very well. Let me zoom it for you to see. Look at it. As you are there, you can be sketching. You can sketch as you are there, but we don't want to waste time on this. That's why I want to be very fast. This is practical. This is how you can work, but in a deeper way. I work more than this, but I'm just trying to do a quick one, a crash course on this, how I typically work, right? So nobody's saying anything. See, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy.
I think the O can wear a helmet. I don't know.
You can wear an helmet, right? Okay, so let me say the O can wear an helmet. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so that's something to take note of. Helmet. Does any other person have another thing to say?
Hello, sir. I want to explain that O that I was speaking about. It's not a key like the key inserting. You know the hole of a key lock. No, the hole. You know when you want to open a door
of a key lock. Okay, I get you.
Yes, that's the way the shape of that. So the O
I get you.
will have, instead of that circle in it, it will carry the shape of that lock, the hole of the key.
I get you.
Yes, sir.
I get you quite well, and we might do that, right? We might do that, but I want to still put like that is not our priority. Construction is our priority. It's not that it's not going to be fine, but we have to put our priority first, right? Let's put our priority first, which is construction, right? So let's try. Somebody has talked about. Okay, what are you saying?
I heard the spelling of the helmet. There's a mistake there.
Okay, spelling of the helmet is H-E-L, H-E-L, helmet. Okay, there's no N. There's no N.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. For the only tangible one we have right now that we can work with is that helmet. So what we can do is that we can start looking for what is the most minimal. Hope you know what is minimal. Like an helmet design or a helmet image that is very minimal that we can get. What is the most minimal we can get? Because we don't want to make our logo too noisy, right? We don't want it to be too noisy. So we're going to see. So next thing you can search for helmets, right? So one thing you want to add for you to really see good element, you can say vector. So vector is going to show you things like this, right? So let's see a vector element. So these are very complex. Remember our ideas. They have to know that this is a safety, let me say safety element. So Google, you have to be very detailed when you are searching, right? So safety element. So I'm seeing something here, something interesting here, something interesting happening here, right? Something interesting also happening here. Okay. So you're not going to steal someone else's logo, right? You are making your own logo. You are making your own logo. So if we have something like this, I want something that we know that this is an element, right? So you have to look for something. So as I'm two people can speak, something comes to your head, speak. Something comes to your head, just speak. Might be something very good. So if they look at it, we don't know that it's an element. That's the first thing. If they look at it, we don't know that is an element. We didn't know. So a lot of things here, just now they might not know at first. Let me see this. Okay, this is looking as though they are going to know. So let's try this. Let's try something like this. All right, let's try something like this. So I might not be showing you because I've shown you all these things. I'm going to expand it. I've not. So you can sketch actually. It's not even you can. You have to sketch. You have to sketch. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I just deleted some points. That's what I did. I deleted some points. Maybe it's like this. Get it out. So it's not going to be very, very like extremely neat, right? So most times I start off being not that neat. So if I have established it and okay, this is what I want to do, right? I've established it and I've known that okay, this is what I want to do. Then I can start making it very neat, right? Are you guys following? Nobody's having any idea again. Are you kidding? You might be very surprised. Another idea might be better than this. What? So let me bring that here so that I can follow the pattern. Somebody was saying something. What are you saying?
Okay, I said the element can go with the O. Or
that's what we're doing.
Okay.
If it goes with the U, it's going to cover it. It is going to cover it. Okay. So we can get this in different ways. We can start with a circle. So it is advised for you to sketch, right? Sketch. I'm just doing this because we're just trying to generate a concept, right? It's advised for you to sketch. If you sketch, you'll not be having.
It will end up looking.
Issue. End up what?
I said if we're going with the O, it will end up looking like a U. So it's better we go with the U.
Depends on how you do it.
Oh, okay.
Depends on how you do it, right? So if you close that U is just going to turn to an O. Anything that will make it to close that U, it's just going to turn to an O. Yeah. It's going to turn to an O. And you don't want it to turn to an O.
Yeah.
So there are different ways. I'm thinking about how I want to execute it. There are different ways. If we had sketched it, it would have been very easy. It would have been easier. It would have been easier. It would have been easier to do. So anything you are doing, remember consistency. So there's no other person with another idea. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Seriously? Wow.
I think for the age, we can also use maybe a part as a ladder or something. Just, I don't know, maybe is it UOH?
UOH. UOH.
Okay. If we're working with H, we can use the H as a ladder. I don't know.
Okay. I think I
A
have
door is
a,
we can
a
use
better
door.
suggestion. I think I have a better suggestion. I think I have a better suggestion. Okay. Let's try this. Since everything is square, let's try this. Bend it a bit. Oh, this is a bit. Okay, this is the complete square. Okay. And so we get okay. Let's try it like this first. Opacity cancelled. So there are a lot of things I can't teach you now. A lot of things I can't teach you now, right? And a lot of things I've taught you. So I'm not repeating them, right? I'm not going to repeat them. So, but if you can look close, you see what I'm trying to achieve. So what I'm trying to achieve, you know. So if you are using a, what do you call it? If you're using a grid, that'll be more perfect. I always advise you guys to use your grid, right? Use your grid. Use your grid. So you could say just something very simple, right? Right. Am I using pencil? That's not pencil. Let's say something like this.
On the screen.
Maybe some strokes in the fill and start doing.
Hello, sir. We can't see
Yeah.
your screen. Oh. We can't see your
Are you
screen.
kidding me? What about
Yes,
the rest
sir.
persons? Is it everybody? You can't see my screen. Are you kidding me?
I cannot.
Yeah,
I
so
also cannot see.
That we can't see your screen. No.
Ah, you could have said something since now. And I've
That's
been
it.
doing something. Was it just now? Have you been seeing what I've been doing?
No.
Oh, we
Just-
didn't see it though. We
Ah.
stopped at that Google place.
Jesus. Are you kidding me? That's
Well,
very
see-
bad. That's very bad. That's very bad. So Okay, let me just be undoing so that you see. So this was what I did. Let me be undoing and undoing and undoing. So I was trying to work on the helmet. I was trying to work on the. You guys should have said something to this. So I'm undoing so that you can see what I did. Right? Seeing what I did. Right? So I was trying to work on this helmet. Then an idea came. An idea came. So that was how I started. That was how I started doing this. So I have to start again now. So an idea came for me to mimic these letters, right? You guys would have said something since. So I took off this. I wanted to put the O, then put like a roof over it, right? Just a roof over it. So that's going to indicate that it's a construction company. I don't think we can make it all square. So making it all square is even making it look secured, right? Making it all squared is a bit more secured. So we could do something like this. Then we'll do something. Let me duplicate this first. Duplicate this. Then we could do something with the roof. Okay. Yeah, I have just 7 minutes. I would have done some mock-ups. Oh, okay. So I'm going to use a pen tool. So you should be sketching. You should be sketching. You should be sketching. You should be sketching. So I'm going to try this first. Add some stroke. Right? Add some stroke. So if you're sketching, you should do all this with your sketch, right? Do all this with your sketch. Do all this. So if you have enough time, you can still make something for the helmet, right? If you have enough time, you can make different concepts. Different concepts. You can see that this is not even equal. This is not equal. Right? So I think it's better now. Better now. So we look at this. You can start tweaking. Just start tweaking. What can you do? Start tweaking. What can you do? So we can start tweaking. So this one is not big enough. Let's make big enough. Are you guys following? Are you guys there?
Yes, boss.
Are you guys
Yes,
there?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it easy? Is it easy? It's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's not easy, right? Generating the concept is not easy. So we could leave this as the first one because this one makes it very secured. Makes it look because of the square. Because of the square, like it's a complete square. So it's making it look very secure. So we could do this and we could say, okay, let's manipulate some things, right? Let's manipulate some things. So I could start using my pen tool. Right. So let me turn this to a shape. We'll turn this to a shape. Object, expand. Right, so it's turn to a shape. So let's see what we can do. What can we do? So I don't want this mark to be too circular because it will start making it look as though it's not secured. Right? Let's see what we have here. So I think we have to use a circle. So let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try this. I'm not sure these two they have the same thickness. So I'm not sure. Let me take it back. Okay. Our time is going now. Our time is fast approaching. So, although making it look circular, making it look circular is going to make it look less secured, right? Making it all squared will make it look more secured, right? Make it look more secured. Making it circular. Let's try to do something to this point. We have just 1 minute. How many persons are here? 13 persons. You guys are not saying anything. Is it like film?
Yeah, you.
Okay, but people are chilling. Don't worry, soon get to your turn. But people are seeing the techniques I'm using. All these techniques I'm using, I'm not trying to use too much of advanced techniques. I'm trying to use what I've taught you before, so you'll be able to follow. But I hope you guys are following. Esther Oge, are you following?
Yes, I'm following. I'm here.
Okay.
Boss,
Yeah.
I did a sketch. I don't know if I should share it with you.
Okay, you can share with me.
Okay.
Share with me.
Let me snap it and send it over.
Share with me. I was looking at this and it's going to demean the O, right? It's going to make the O of no effect. Because you might read it as an N. You might end up reading it as an N or read it as an A. And we don't want that. We want everything to be as clear as possible. So that this is a U.
Sir, please.
O. What?
I mean, is it not supposed to be UOW? All works.
So we've been doing UOH since. Are you kidding me?
I noticed.
Nobody
I even
noticed.
dropped a message on the chat.
Okay, you would have alerted me. Why didn't you alert me? You alerted me, like, this is going to cost a lot of things. So. It's going to do a lot of things because there is barely a good balance in double that would get this done. This is
the
UOH. There's really no time. There's no time. There is no time. That's a serious thing. No? That's a serious thing. Okay, we just keep working with the UOH, right? We just keep working with the UOH. We keep working with it. So I think we already did something. We already Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. This is what you go through when you are doing something spontaneous. This is what you go through when you are not sketchy. In fact, I'm not sure we'll close this class because you guys have been seeing it since you did not tell me. I'm not sure I'm going to close this class. People were asking questions since. I'm not sure I'm going to close this class. W is a very bad one to put me here. Okay. Let's see what we can do. You can see it's the same concept. Okay. So we made a very critical mistake, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We made a very critical mistake. A very critical mistake. Very, very critical mistake. But it's okay. It's part of the process. Part of the process. Process. Okay. So we're just trying if we can still maintain the same concept. This is still a 3 letter since it did not affect our O. Let's see if we can still maintain the same concept. How many of you are following? Following, sir.
I'm following.
I'm with you, boss.
Yeah, not with me. If you were with me, you would have said that our W is not there.
I spotted the error. I did.
Okay, you'd have told me you have unmuted yourself and told me that this is an error. This is an error. There's a serious error there. I got into you.
I have a suggestion for the W.
Okay. What's your suggestion?
That if we can crop out the sides and attach it to the square to form a W. Remove half part of the W.
Remove half part of the W.
Yes, the part that went up. I don't want to
like take here off.
Yes, the part that actually goes up. You can remove that part, then attach the remaining part to the square to give it that W feel.
Let's try something. Let's try something. I'm looking at our spacing also. Hey, Kiki, where are you? Where's Avran? Let's try something because we're looking at a lot of things right now. Our text has to be, the spacing has to be equal. The spacing. Do we have any other W that we can work with? If we're sketching, I've done a better W. Done a better W. The W is wider, not only wider. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Since we are not using programs that we're not using in Sketch, this is a bad practice. Always Sketch. It's because of what we are doing. That's why I'm doing this, right? So it's very, very bad. Always Sketch. So I just selected 2 points. You can use Shift to do that. Select 2 points at once. So I'm trying to restore the thickness of this, trying to restore the thickness. And hoping it will still look like a W, right? Okay. Okay, let's see. Sorry, me, I don't take things as though it's a training. No. I take it as though I'm working for a client. That's just what is in my mind. So I'm trying to, as much as possible, let's make it a bit perfect as much as possible, right? Okay. We will make this shorter. Make it shorter. Make this longer. Let's see if it still works. I'm waiting for the end result. Let's see if it still works. Okay. Okay. So let's see if it still works. Try doing something else. Take this here. Take this here. Here. This is very, very. I get the shape wrong. Down a bit. Down a bit. Down a bit. I hope you guys are following. No, it will soon be done. Soon be done.
Yes, sir.
Done.
Yes, sir. We're following you.
The space now is too much. It's too much. I have to check it out. Check it out.
Yes,
That space is not equal.
Is it possible for the roof to look like W, sir?
For the roof to look like W?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean?
I can't send my sketch, so I have a sketch that looks like
like W. So let me try to increase the spaces. Looks like the spaces are not sufficient. So increase the spaces. And this is too much. It's making logos easy. Is it easy? Logo design 0 minutes.
It's never easy.
It's never easy. This is just something we're using to practice, right? It's not even me to. It's trying to secure balance as like. This O is looking very awkward. This W. Okay, let's try to take this back. Let's try to take this back in as much as we want it to. Take this back.
Mm-hmm. I think you have to reduce the O a little, sir.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Because we did it the first time. We'll have to still do it. There's a slight. Okay, let's try to make this straight. Let's try this other side. That's when we know if what we did is making sense. What we did is making sense. Means we have to straighten this part too. So I don't know it's a bit rounded.
Arrow instead of a roof. I say it's now more of an upward arrow instead of a roof.
Okay. But that still works. That still works. Still works. Distance is okay. This is a square. Okay, they are not the same height. That's one of our problems. It's not the same height. So we could shift this a bit. Yes. How many are still here? How many are still here? How many persons are still here?
I'm here.
They observe.
You're observing. You to be saying something. You're observing. Hey, you're observing. So it will take experience, right? Me, I'm just working with experience, so it might not be as easy. I'm trying to balance. If you look at me very well, I'm trying to balance it. I taught you guys something on balance.
Yeah.
I'm trying as much as possible to balance what we're doing, right? Trying to, as much as possible, to balance it. Who is saying, if we don't do something, are you kidding me? So, but it's making sense, actually.
Yeah.
It's making sense. So, what you can do, we're going to stop here, but I can show you some tricks to make it readable, right? I'll show you some tricks to make it readable. Let's try making this rounded a bit, if it's going to make it interesting. And if you want to make that rounded, let's try making it rounded too. Is it making sense? It's not that rounded. Okay, let's just leave it square because the roof is always square. Right? No. We can make it rounded. I think it's
a little bit rounded.
Yeah, we can make here a little bit rounded. So let's make sure they are equal. Yeah, equal plane, right? Okay. We have to make this any smaller. You can check for it. Okay, so it's not easy, John. You can be bringing your questions. Bring your questions. Bring your questions in.
Okay. No, wait.
Sorry, I disappointed you. Sorry. So,
I think you can leave the down. Okay, to be a U.
it's going to look like a U. We want a very bold man, very bold, extremely bold. So you can start bringing. If you have any question, you can ask. We're already rounding off. You could ask a question if you have any. Have a question.
I think you can make the down of the O. And just the down, the top of you have the square edges.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It's
not gonna work. It's not gonna be looking like an O. We'll do that.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna work. Yeah.
My boss.
Yeah.
My question is, how did we end up in UOH?
I don't know. Can't even tell. Your question is not questioning. It's annoying, right? So it happens. It happens. It's just for you guys to learn, right? It's for you to learn. So we have a mark here. Is it equal? Is everything equal? There's something looking off. So it shows that something is off. So I could either take this here so that it has the same height, right? Take it here so it has the same height. So use your grid, guys. Use your grid. So I bring out my grid. I could check if they are the same height. Use your grid. So I'm still looking at this. So you can, if you don't have questions, ask your questions. So we are going now. We are moving now. We are moving now. So let me see for the two which works. So there are different ways you can do it for this to be readable, right? So I could start by using a mark. So we are done actually. So this was a spontaneous design. You guys should clap for yourselves. Spontaneous design. You don't want to clap for yourself?
I did.
Okay, you did clap for yourself. Okay. So there are different things you can do to make it readable, right? When you are using your colors, so putting it on white.
It's fine.
Try it its best, right? So putting it on white can show you some things that you need to adjust.
Facing.
Okay, so let's just start doing some minor changes. So what I can do, I can give you another color. I can give this another color, so it will better be readable. It will be more readable, right? So people know that this is not part of it, right? It's not part of it. So upward movement, is it not good for a company? Upward movement. Who is answering now?
I said yes, sir.
So it's good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it's good.
It's good. So as you are going, you can still adjust, but this is basically what we have. Basically what we have. So we could do something else. So you are going to be seeing different things that you can adjust.
Sir,
different things you can adjust. What?
I'm just thinking, because I'm just thinking, since everything is sharp edge,
yes,
the U is kind of looking brown, so I feel like it's kind of odd. What if we make that U sharp edge as well? I'm just saying that one is right. I have another question.
To turn it into a V. Wait. You mean we should turn it into a V? Is that what you mean?
I'm not saying V, but I mean the U that has sharp edge instead of the lower part. Just like the U that is sharp instead of round.
A U that
You
has
get
sharp edge.
yeah,
I
not
don't
like
get.
brown like that.
I don't
I
get.
think that's what.
Just like this guy, you get me? I think somebody is trying to say.
No. Continue, bro.
I'm just like this round U now is making everything now look uniform. So if we make the U sharp edge as well, like the lower part
Yeah.
that is round, we need to make everything kind of consistent, uniform. But then it's cool.
So this is what we have. This is what we have. This is what we have. You can keep making adjustments till you have, right? You will keep making adjustments. Too bad it was not you. It was not UOH. Too bad UW. Too bad. But this is what we have. This is what we have. This is what we have. So from here, you could do mock-ups. You could just keep trying. So there's no harm in trying. You keep trying until you have what you think is okay, right? You could just keep trying. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying when you arrive at something. But that's basically how to generate a concept. That's basically how you generate a concept. So any question? Any question? Any question? No question? No question? This W is looking so awkward to me, so awkward. The W.
Why is the other edge of the W the same as the U?
W is looking so awkward to me. So awkward.
Yeah.
It's not looking too short. Too short.
You can reduce the middle.
I want to make it a small letter W. A small letter W. A small letter W. Let's see how it will come out. So it will be uniform with the U, just like what someone just said.
A small letter W. A small letter W is not that different from big letter W. There's no difference. There's no much difference there. There's no much difference. So if you make it that, there might not be much difference there too. Sick. This is sick. This U is looking a bit big. So what I'm trying to do basically is just to balance things up, right? Make sure that there's no one is bigger than the other, right? So I'm trying to do. Okay. Let's see. Let me try to do my things. So I'm just trying to bring balance, That's basically what I'm trying to do. Trying to bring some sort of balance.
So the W and U, the both
Yeah.
edges are not in the same balance.
The W and the U. Speak, I'm hearing you. I can hear you.
The other side of W and the other side of U are not in the same line. Like they are not balanced.
So I think a grid would be more better to get the balance.
If we had used a grid, it would have been more better. Why not? If we had used a grid, it would have been more better than this. More better. More better. No.
So I mean, I think the O should be smaller.
O should be smaller where?
Yeah, if the O can be smaller, it will look more like a house. Maybe the O should be smaller, then we should raise it above the W and U. Like the O should be a bit above the W and U. It should not be on the same line with the W and U.
What do you guys think about this?
Oh, this is good also.
This is nice. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we trying to depict with the new innovation? No, I like it.
So this is your seat. This is your seat. This is me trying to. All what I'm doing is trying to balance. You can see what I've been doing, right? That's why it's necessary for me. I would have just come here and just did something and come and teach you people again and just do it again, right? But I didn't do that because I want you to see the process, right? So all what I've been doing is all what I've been teaching you, right? This is me trying to balance. If you look at it very well, if you've been following from the first class, you see that it's me trying to balance the logo, to have some sort of balance so that the mark will be very, very strong, right? Trying to centralize things and doing everything to creating. I taught you guys some optical illusion, right? The last time.
Yes.
Right? So it's just looking as though it's folded, right? But this folds, it's only you guys that joined to do the logo will know why. Okay, why are we adding? It's just to balance this up. So we still have our W maintained, right? So this logo is going to look very good when you have it on 3D. When you have it on 3D, trust me, it's going to look very good. So things like that. And it's a very strong back. So imagine this is representing a company and you're seeing it from far. right? It's very, very strong. Very strong. Very strong. Trust me. So lastly, we can just add the name. What's the name again? Let's add the name at the bottom. This is the name, right? So we could try something. So we could try using don't worry, we're just using this. No, we need to waste time on, right? We'll try all caps. Was it how they spell it? Right, you could try this all
There's
caps.
no S in their homes.
Okay, there's no S. So we want to start again. We want to go and put something that is not there. Then I'll start looking for how to remove it. So we could do something like this or it, something like this. So I'm just using my eyes right now. Right? Okay, this logo and Julius Berger's logo, which one is better? Nobody's speaking. Which one is finer? This logo and Julius Berger, which one is finer?
Julius Berger logo is just B now. This
which one is finer? I'm asking a question.
This one is fine. This one is fine.
So so maybe when I finish this video, I can just try to make some mock-ups so you appreciate the logo better, right? You could make some mock-ups. So it's not all colors that can work for it too. It's not all colors that can work for it. Right? What?
Black.
So it's not all colors that can work. You have to know that. Not all colors can work on it. Not all colors.
Beautiful.
So you have to choose your colors wisely. Choose your colors wisely. So this is it. This is it for our logo design class. Yeah, people should clap for yourself. Put that stay to the end. To the end.